Hello everyone, welcome back to a new vlog. So today is Tuesday. Welcome to Tuesday. I didn't vlog yesterday because I was like, oh no, this isn't going in. I have like some earrings. I think it's because it's like hooked like that. It makes it difficult to put in. There you go. I stayed up like pretty late on Sunday night editing the last vlog, and then I didn't finish it, so I finished it yesterday, and then I was like just feeling tired because sometimes I do this thing where, let me tidy up while I talk to you. Sometimes I do this thing where I will get hyper focused on whatever I'm working on, and then I will literally forget everything else. Like the only thing that exists, like my brain will just completely blank on everything else and just be like extremely focused on the project in front of me. And then that makes it difficult for me to know when to take a break, or it makes it hard for me to be aware of my body's cues. The main thing that happens with me in regards to this is around screen time. I will get tension headaches if I stare at the screen too long without any breaks, and what that means is I'll get a headache behind my eyes, and I'll also just feel like my brain is too full. I don't know if you know what I mean by that. It just feels like, I guess it's kind of like brain fog. Oh, my battery's gonna die. Oh well. I have to be really careful with that because the reason I'm hyper focused on the project is because I'm really excited about it. But I have to be careful because it messes me up for like the next period of time. So like, for example, on Sunday night, I went really hard. I didn't listen to my body's cues, and I surpassed its signal to take a break. And then on Monday, I woke up very brain foggy, and that made it really difficult to creatively think. Like when you have brain fog, it's literally the most impossible thing to work on anything creative. I mean, I'm happy that I worked on the vlog, but it came at a cost. And that cost was that yesterday wasn't as good as it could have been otherwise. Yesterday could have been a lot more of a chill ease into the work week. I find Mondays are still the hardest for me because of the transition from the weekend. Oops. It's just something that I have to really like stay on top of and pay attention to whenever I am working, because ultimately it results in less productivity over time than it does. Like, it's funny too, right? Because like I'm doing it and working because I'm like, oh, I really want to get this done. Like, I really want to, like, I'm chasing that feeling of productivity. But then when I do that, I sabotage myself, and then I end up with less productivity over the longer term, you know? So yeah. Also, I haven't started reading it, Atomic Habits. This is a popular book. So I previewed this book through, you know, those apps that kind of like summarize popular books. I went through the summary and I was like, this is not a good summary. I don't know what this book is about, but I was intrigued enough to, I didn't buy it. I found it in Toronto in Garrett's parents' bookshelf. So I'm gonna read that. Something that I want to do is implement a reading habit into my life again. I have 4 books right now that I am wanting to read. The first one is this one that I just showed you, Atomic Habits. Got this one, Plant Spirit Healing. Got this one, Intimacy of Light, A Journey of Multidimensionality and Love, written by my friend Denise. And I've got Braiding Sweetgrass, a classic. This is one of the books that really got me into herbalism, by the way, because it gave me a structure on how to interface with Mother Nature and Earth in a way that, like, I've always felt connected to nature, but this gave me more of a structure to do that in, which then ultimately led me into herbalism. I don't know if that makes any sense, but these two books are borrowed from friends. This book is borrowed from Garrett's mom. And so I want to finish them because I've been holding on to them for months, and I want to finish them, get them back to their owners, you know? I see every book as a portal, and what I notice is that I don't ever complete the portal. Like, I start reading it and then I get distracted or something by something else going on in my life, which then takes priority, and then I don't get back into this. I've been also thinking a lot about ADHD recently and whether I have it. I don't think I'll ever feel the need to like necessarily go down a path to actually figure out if I have it according to professionals, but there's a lot of signs, if that makes sense. So anyway, what that helps then, even if I have tendencies towards like more of an ADHD way of living, having the routines and the stability and the, what's it called, the plan to do something at a regular schedule. Like, for example, if I want to read a book, I can't really trust myself to, I can't really expect myself, that's a better way to say it. I can't really expect myself to just continuously free-flowy come back to the same thing, because I get really excited by a lot of things that happen in my reality. And so I need to like be very mindful and intentional about committing to things. And when I commit to things, then it's like I'm consciously and intentionally bringing myself back to that thing that I've committed to, rather than just hoping that I'll flow back into it, because there's so many cool things happening all the time. There's so much variety in this reality, and it's very difficult to, it's just very unrealistic to expect myself to return back to things. This is my little like cart of art supplies and things. There's another book actually that I am not only partway through and I need to finish. We've got some tarot and oracle cards. We've got this huge slab of clay for pottery with like tools. This is like a stack of magazines for when I want to do a vision board. We've got pastels, no sorry, oil paints, pastels, pencil crayons. This notebook thing is like for another project. So, oh, this, we've got jasmine oil because there was a perfume in the making. But long story short, I have a tendency to get really hyped about projects, and then I didn't realize that I'm someone who really needs to commit to them, like commit if they're ever gonna get done to completion. So yeah, I feel like today is the first day that I really like verbally acknowledge that. Actually, I'm gonna wear my hair down because I never wear my hair down. I do need to wear some socks because it's cold. I feel like I've never really acknowledged that about myself, you know, and if I did, I would just kind of go into a shame spiral around it. Like, oh, there's something wrong with me, like I can't finish projects, and then that's where the thoughts would stop, just on a negative note. What if instead of doing that, just being like, oh, that's how I am. Okay, that's fine. Like, there's 1,000,000,001 ways for people to be, whatever the population is of the world. That's how many ways there are to be, and each way is valid and each way is fine, and there's nothing wrong with the way that I am in the world. It's just that if I want to like achieve certain things, I just have to alter my process around it. So for example, the pottery or the perfume or the paints or the oil pastels or whatever, you know what I'm saying? For me to get to those projects, I have to really like consciously with my brain and my body and like be in a moment and be like, okay, Areege, we are committing to this project to completion. You know, like if you sit down and really like go in on that. And then on top of that, the other way that I manage projects is I can't do too much context switching at a time. Like right now, what I've done that with are these vlogs. I'm like, this is my practice. I love vlogs. We're gonna go downstairs because I still have lots to say. Let's blow out the candle. Ooh. Yay. now that I've realized that this is how I need to operate in my creativity, I started with vlogs as opposed to the other projects that I just talked about or mentioned, because vlogs are something that I have already stabilized at some point in the past, and also vlogs are something that I get more of a immediate reward from doing. It's not even a external validation reward, but I really get a lot out of editing my vlogs, posting them. Like, it helps me reflect on myself, it helps me feel confident in myself, it helps me see me for who I am, because when I'm not vlogging, there's not really a chance to do that. Like, I can't really see myself doing my things, you know? Like, maybe I can see myself in the mirror, but that's just appearance. Like, when I have my vlogs, I see myself talking, I see how I talk, I don't know, there's just so much more dimensionality in viewing myself, and I feel like I was a lot more confident a few years ago, but I'm getting back to it. And when people would ask me like how I got so confident, I would always attribute it to vlogging and YouTube and this process, because of the fact that when I vlog and when I am in the editing process and I see myself, it gives me an opportunity to see my strengths. Whereas if I'm not vlogging, like, I feel like y'all probably have a tendency to just kind of notice ourselves when something's wrong. When you're vlogging and editing the footage yourself and you're watching yourself, use it as an opportunity to criticize yourself. But you also can't help but notice your strengths as well. And over the years of vlogging and making videos, I've sourced a lot of confidence within myself through it. And that's another reason why I'm so excited to get back to regular vlogging. What I've committed myself to, at least for this next period of life, seasons change though, and so that's also something I have to be mindful of. Like, my creative commitments right now are designed specifically for the season of life that I'm currently in. But then something else might happen and it might genuinely not be feasible to commit to the exact same structure that I originally planned on. And so that's another thing, like with commitments, allowing yourself to be flexible and moving with life's currents around the creativity projects as well. But my current thing is, I feel like it would just be so good for me to do this weekly. Like, again, like if I need to take a day of a break or whatever, obviously that's fine, like yesterday. But I just, like I said, I get so much out of doing this. I get so much out of just talking to the camera. There's a constant inner monologue in my brain. And I have tried journaling in the past. However, journaling doesn't really work that well for me because my thoughts are faster than I can write, okay? And so vlogging is my form of journaling. It's my form of like processing things that happen in my life. The more that I do it, the more clear that I feel, because I'm processing things as I go. Another note on processing is, like, when you're editing, it's amazing. Like, if you vlogged during the day and then you edit it, you literally get to process your entire day via that edit. Like, what other opportunities do we ever have to do that? Like, we have to rely on memory, but this way you don't have to rely on memory at all. You just literally see what happened with your eyes as it actually happened. Vlogging is also a great way to retain memories of your life as you get older, because I know I remember so much more because I experienced it, and then it didn't just like go into the ether of the mind. Like my university experience, I experienced it. Then when I was making vlogs, I would revise those experiences in the vlog. And then now I have like a much clearer visual and feeling and sensations related to my university experience that I might not have had if I hadn't been vlogging. And another thing, like, university was quite a traumatic time for me because of all the stuff that was going on with my family. That was like when it really, like, everything really blew up. And you know how a lot of people who have PTSD, they don't remember their memories? And I feel like that could have probably happened to me if I wasn't vlogging. you know? Like I probably would have blacked out parts of my university experience and parts of that period of my life, which had like a lot of like negative experiences, but also like so many positive experiences, and I remember both, and it's so nice to have access to that. Okay, I wanted to show you this scene. So I have an idea to promote my vlogs. See that? I kind of want to film something like this and then put my vlog intro montage in the laptop. The vibe I want to give with these vlogs, it's kind of like comfy vlogs. I am envisioning doing these every week and making them like a regular upload. My life becomes like a reality TV show that you're watching, except it's not dramatic and it's like cozier and it's like comfy, you know? And so with like doing it on the bed, I feel like it'll add to that. Like put it on in your bedroom while you're doing something. You don't even have to like watch it the whole thing. It's like a type of vlog that you can just listen to in the background. It's like you're like cozy in your bedroom and you're like either it's cleaning, tidying up, or you're getting ready, and you're just like have me on in the background. Like that's the vibe I'm going for. So we're gonna do that. I like the idea a lot, but I just don't know how hard it is going to be to overlay like the actual video. I'm thinking of maybe I can like play the video on full screen and then record it. I brought my tripod because I realized that it's gonna be better if the shot is completely stable and still. Like if I'm holding it, you know how your hand like kind of moves a little? We don't want that, because if I'm thinking of overlaying the vlog video on top of this video, it's gonna be way harder. Like I'm not about to do all keyframes on the whole thing, so glad I thought of this. Okay, it could also be fun to have my hand partway through. Okay, let's do this. I think we got it. I decided to leave the original because there's no glare, like it looks fine. I like it. But what I did do was I added the music on top because it's too quiet in the original one. Yeah, I don't know why I'm giving you the behind the scenes of my process, but I guess the reason why I would want to is because I know that there's so many people that want to start making videos to post, and obviously there's like the confidence issues and like all of that, obviously that has to be dealt with, but then there's also like a lot of people have a hard time figuring out what the process actually looks like on a practical level. So I hope that sharing like behind the scenes of my process, it kind of sparks something within you, or just like shows you like, oh, that's how you do it. It just gives you like some sort of anchor point that you can then kind of start visualizing how that process might look for you, you know? Okay, you guys. So I have uploaded the video. I am so proud of it. I'm so proud of the short, like the promo that I made. Again, pro tip, if you are wanting to get into content creation, a really good way to bypass feeling bad that like if people aren't watching your stuff is make something that you are like extremely proud of. Just make something that impresses yourself. Like that is the way that I've learned how to not care that much about engagement or whether people are watching or things like that, because it's really just about myself. And I'm like, I feel really proud that I'm gonna charge this. I feel really proud to see myself getting more creative and getting better at making videos, and I like the style that's coming through. And yeah, okay. Next, I'm going to grab my iPad. So I have started to plan my life on my iPad. I was contemplating like making a whole video about this, and I made a template basically. I made a PDF template, a custom one that I use with GoodNotes. I was thinking of making a standalone video talking about my planner and then maybe like linking the template, like the PDF for you guys. But I just haven't gotten around to that yet because it is going to be a video that's going to take a little bit more effort because of just like showcasing the planner and like knowing how to talk about it in a way that properly expresses the value of its design, because I did design it in a way that is unique. Like the reason I even designed it in the first place is because I couldn't find anything like it. It's a seasonal life planner, so it takes into account external seasons, so like winter, summer, spring, fall, as well as inner seasons like your menstrual cycle and the moon phase and things like that. Sorry. Things like that. So it deserves like a very like standalone in-depth video. The other thing I have to figure out with that is I don't have a website anymore, and like I don't have an online shop anymore. So I have to figure out where I would host that, because if I make the video, I also want to be able to offer it to people and like sell it on an online store. But like I said, I don't have a website or online store already anymore, so I'd have to like go through that process again. So it's just like a very like energy consuming project, and I'm just gonna wait a bit to do so. But anyway, got my planner. I need to figure out what I'm doing today, because now that I've posted my vlog, actually I need to eat something as well. I should take some elderberry syrup for sure, because I'm getting over my sickness, but it freaking helps so much. And I almost forgot because I've been feeling so much better. Feeling a bit scattered, so I need to figure out how I want to plan out the rest of my day so that I can just follow the list and not have to think too much about it. So let me do that. Yeah, I probably won't even tell you what I'm doing. I'll just do it if it's where is she? Here she is. Okay, so Garrett and I, but especially me, I'm the one who initiated it. We're walking an hour walk every day. Also, it's raining, so hopefully the camera's okay. I think it's fine. Anyway, we're walking an hour a day. I was trying to do this last week. Sorry, I'm trying to put you in the camera. I was trying. No, you have to be part of it because you just light up the vlog. Okay, so basically I was trying to do this last week and we did it once, and then I got sick and I was like, okay, I'm not trying to train right now. So the reason I wanted to do this is because, sorry, I'm having a hard time talking and walking and paying it and holding Luna and paying attention to this car that's trying to come by. Hold on. Okay, so basically Garrett bought me an Apple Watch last month, right?
What? Last month? Really? It was only last month?
Yeah. And then it's been great. And then I got a notification from it, and it was like, bro, your cardio fitness is really low. And it was like, it's like really low. It's like the lowest it could possibly be. It's really bad. And then it makes sense though for me, because since we moved out of the city, I have been very sedentary. And then also I think genetics play a big part as well for me, because
I don't remember any, I don't think I have seen anyone in my family like older than me that has ever worked out or improved their cardio fitness. Anyway, I freaked out about it for like a day or two, and then I just like ignored it. And then like a few weeks later, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to like actually do something about it. I would probably get into like higher intensity cardio practices eventually, but just to begin, I need to just kind of like ease into it. So we're starting off with just daily 60-minute walks. We already walk like a few times a week, but we max only do like half an hour. So anyway, did I explain that right?
Yeah.
I feel like we had so many distractions. I'm just trying to walk, and then once I'm at the place where I'm like, okay, this feels really easy now, just like the 60-minute straight walks, I'll start doing more intense cardio to boost it even more. Like I want to do that incline treadmill, because that effed me up. You know, like it's just walking. That's probably my next step.
You could probably also just jog and walk. Like,
but I don't want to run yet. I'll probably do the incline treadmill first. I'm also like doing Pilates and both mat and reformer, but that's not cardio. That's just like building muscle. But anyway, I'll probably do the 60-minute walk, and then I'll do like an incline treadmill kind of vibe, which is actually really hard, but that's just walking. And then once I'm like used to doing that, which adds a little bit more intensity to my weekly workouts, then I'll start running. I used to run in university, but I don't know, I always read so much about how people joints and stuff got messed up by running, so
yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't know
do
about that. I don't know, maybe I'll do like, oh, it's starting to rain. Maybe I'll do like a week, once a week or something. Like a run, I don't know. How about you? Okay,
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Okay, so far we're on day 3. So far so good.
Wait, have we done 3 days in a row?
Yeah.
Really? Oh.
Okay, that's the fun background. Garrett with the trees. Areege with the trees. Bye.
Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie, you might see me in this sweater every day, every night. Because it is just the comfiest zip, which I got from Garrett's mom. She said it used to be her like raking sweater, like to rake leaves with, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, this is so comfy, I'm just gonna wear it all the time. Okay, so we got back from our walk a little while ago, and then I scrolled a bunch, and then I started feeling weird, and luckily I've been getting better at exiting the scroll hole as soon as I think I need to. But I don't know, it still made me feel weird though. It's 5:40, and I was thinking I might as well just prep dinner. So let me show you what we're eating for dinner tonight. I didn't vlog yesterday. It's in the back fridge. All right guys, I didn't vlog yesterday, so you didn't see me make this, but I made this gorgeous chicken tikka masala. So we ate it with rice yesterday because I just didn't want to make roti, but today I need to make roti. I'm gonna put you right here. Let's have this one. Okay, because of the size of the pack, I couldn't use all the chicken thighs yesterday, so I'm going to cook the extra bit today. I love watching stuff whenever I'm in the kitchen. Honestly, it's a must because it just makes all of those like kitchen tasks go by so much quicker. And just in the day-to-day, I like being stimulated, and I like having content inputted into me because It's the content that it gets inputted into my brain that is what I transform into the things that I then create or talk about. So my go-to is Desperate Housewives. Dude, Desperate Housewives. Everyone I talk to about Desperate Housewives automatically thinks it's like The Real Housewives, which is a reality show, and it's not. It's like a fiction drama set in the early 2000s. It's got that like early 2000s nostalgia vibe. I'm obsessed. It's so calm. There's something so calm about shows from that era, or like pre-smartphone era shows. So that is what my go-to is. I love finding like a show with a billion seasons and then just watching that. Desperate Housewives is what I'm watching right now. But I'm also really into, there's a creator called The Wizard Liz. I found her last week and I've just been binging her content, her YouTube videos and podcasts and stuff. And so I am going to watch this video. It's been on my radar for a few days and I was like, I should watch it. I want this one, Wanting Nothing Gives You Everything. So that is what I'm going to do while I prep dinner. And then after dinner, I do want to work on creating, like editing some more TikToks. Definitely just the TikTok for tomorrow, because I want to have it done so that I don't have to think about it tomorrow, because tomorrow is a busy day of meetings, weirdly enough. If you're brown, South Asian, and you grew up eating roti, man, something flipped in my brain when I started making it myself. It's like I continued a long-running generational matriarchal chain of nourishment. That is like the best way that I can put it in words for you. But eating roti that I made by myself and getting good at it, bro, it changed something. Like, it changed my meals, like nostalgia, comfort. Especially, you guys know my history too, right? You know my history with the culture and my family and being disowned, essentially, things like that. It sounds so like small, but I'm telling you, I don't know how to explain it, but making and eating roti and reconnecting with the culture through food really helped me process a lot of that energy and like heal the fractures. So yeah, that's your sign to learn how to make roti, especially this part, like kneading it. Bro, I remember my grandma, I have such vivid imagery of my grandma making, like kneading dough. And also it's just very therapeutic, kneading dough. And trust me, like I was pretty intimidated by it the first few times, but look up a YouTube video of some like housewife in Pakistan making it, or in India or whatever, wherever you're from, and just try it. Like, just make sure, the one tip that I will give you is make sure you get the right type of flour. I didn't have access to it the first few times, so I used like regular bread flour, and it was kind of hard to roll out and stuff. But if you get like actual atta, especially atta that is grown in the subcontinent, first of all, it's easier because the texture is right and it's easier to roll out and all that stuff. But also I find that for my body, I digest it better, probably because that strain of the flour or wheat is more familiar to my body than the flour that is grown in other areas of the world. Yeah, just something to think about. Okay, back to my videos. We've got 2 stoves going on. Cast iron, I don't have a tawa, so I used cast iron pans, which work perfect. We've got the chicken tikka masala. In the oven, we have Garrett's chicken thighs. So okay, we're gonna eat, and then I'll probably work on some TikToks, and then watch a show. That's like my night routine. And then that's it for today. Oh my god. Those peppers are those little Peruvian peppers that I grew in the summer in my garden. Ah, that looks so good. It's all homemade, which is really nice to know exactly what's going in the food that you're eating, especially the oils, because seed oils, look that up. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Wednesday. So the first thing we are doing today, there is a meditation circle called the Soul Path Circle. It happens bi-weekly at my friend Denise's place. She's an energy worker. I'm also have dabbled in energy work, but over the past few years, I've realized that that's not my professional path. But going to these circles, for example, and attending other people's events, it really helps me center within myself and center in what I feel my mission is on earth and all of that stuff. So that's what we're going to first. Up because I didn't plan my meal for today, and I should have done it last night. And I always do this to myself. Long story short, I need to be prioritizing deciding what I want to eat for lunch the night before, because in the morning, like when I wake up and I'm getting ready, I have my cacao and that's what I want. And then I'll get hungry for lunch, right? And the hunger that I get, I think my blood sugar drops, and the more confused I feel, or the more it becomes hard to think. And the more that happens, the harder it is to decide what I want to eat, because when I'm in that state, nothing sounds appealing to me. And then it becomes really hard to decide and take action, because even though I'm starving, I don't feel like eating anything. But luckily we have some leftover dinner from yesterday, so I'm just heating that up. There's not enough sauce in the curry. There's a lot of chicken, so I'm kind of annoyed. But honestly, at this point, I just need to get something in my body. It's starting to feel lightheaded and hard to connect to my thoughts. And also my body temperature is dropping. I'm feeling cold, and usually I don't feel cold at this temperature. I'm also wearing a sweater, so yeah, it's just something that I have to be really careful about, because I'm sure it's not good to be in this state regularly. I know that I just need to kind of decide the night before, but it doesn't always happen because I always deprioritize food stuff and eating so that I can work on stuff that I'm excited about working on. But it's bad in the long run. It's just unsustainable, because if I had planned something to eat and I just had to do it, I would have already eaten and I could already be working on the thing that I want to work on. But instead I'm on this feeling low, and yeah. This might save the day. I found this green chili achar, or green chili pickle, at the grocery store a week ago or so, and I forgot about it because I put it in the pantry. This might save the day because, like I said, there's a lot of chicken pieces and not enough sauce. So that might help with the sauce.
Actually erect the structure, that they're going to be able to get in and out of this thing in 4 to 6 months ideally. And a big part of that is because, all the logs are being processed in advance.
Yeah.
We haven't funded the money yet. And I think as you front end a bunch of these expenses, is because they want to know that the project is far enough along that you're...
Or Havana.
Hab.
Oh, yeah.
Another day. Oh, I thought there was
getting run over.
You can't even see you. Move your umbrella. Now we can't.
What do you
see
mean?
Me. Move your umbrella.
Oh, you want light?
There you go. It's raining again.
It's 'cause it can't
Move
be.
your umbrella.
No, it's fine. I'm getting rained on.
Okay, fine. I'll just stand here. Another
Move your
day,
umbrella.
another walk. So today, like you guys saw, I had like a bunch of random stuff to do. It wasn't my normal. I'm just gonna put you down here, okay? So you're protected. Today wasn't a normal day. Like there was a bunch of random stuff going on that usually doesn't happen. I didn't have a chance to walk, but guess what? We ate dinner, cleaned up, and now we are walking our hour, and it's not even that bad, right?
Yeah, no.
And I was just saying to Garrett, like, I'm really happy that I'm vlogging, because honestly I wouldn't be walking if it wasn't for the vlog, because I don't know, it's not even about trying to impress anyone else or whatever. It's just like in the vlog, it's like accountability to myself, but in my own video. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say, Garrett?
Yeah.
It's like not even about, like, I don't care if like you guys are like, oh my god, Areege said she walked an hour every day and she didn't. It's not about, like, I literally couldn't care less. But it's for myself, like when I'm editing and I like see myself be like, I want to walk every day 60 minutes, and then one day I'm like, oh, like I just didn't do it today. It's just gonna make me feel bad. So that's why just a sprinkle of extra
nice,
effort. I know, just a sprinkle of extra effort, and just like some, I don't know, what's that word, like, what's that feeling of when you like you have, I guess, resistance. Like just pushing past the resistance, which is actually getting easier and easier now, to be honest, as I do it more. And yeah, like Garrett said, it's actually really nice. It's raining, but it's fine, we have umbrellas. The only thing hard about
in worse.
Yeah, can you just show your face for a sec? Cause like, also I wish maybe I'll show you tomorrow, but Garrett made a really good outfit this week, and I didn't film it, so
That's funny.
he made a good outfit, like a really good one. I was like, wow, that's actually, like, I noticed, like, it stopped me in my tracks, and I was like, whoa, that's a good outfit. Anyway, I'll show you tomorrow, because you'll probably wear it again tomorrow, right?
Pretty cozy. So yeah, probably.
Okay, can you show your face one more time? Aww,
My face.
Look at his scarf, it's so good. Okay, bye. Good morning, everyone. Look how gorgeous the lake looks right now. Crystal clear. Oh, there's something on my lens. What is that? A little bug? That sucks. Good morning. So I talked a lot yesterday, and so today I'm kind of feeling hungover from that. My elderberry syrup. If you remember, on Tuesday I had already prepped the TikTok video that's going up today. So I think I'm just gonna put that up, like upload that, and then I'm just gonna chill for a few hours and just kind of recuperate. What that would look like for me is probably obviously cacao, maybe going on the walk, sitting under that tree that's been huge recently. Like, I've like heard of people talking about using trees to help with like letting go or taking away any energy that you don't want to keep in your own field. And I've like done it before, but I started doing it more regularly starting the week before last. And I think that first week I was doing it every day. And doing it over a prolonged period of time really exemplified to me how much it actually works. And I'm gonna try to describe it, so let's see. Oftentimes, like when I'm feeling really like weighed down or heavy or tired, I feel like kind of like a mass of energy behind me, like around my shoulder blades area, like directly behind. And so when I sit against a tree or put my back up against a tree and set the intent, like ask the tree to like take away any energy that's not necessary for me, I will immediately begin to feel that density behind me, like starting to flow out, and it's really cool. Like, it's really cool to be able to engage with what we've been taught is an inanimate object in that way. It's becoming easier and easier to perceive energetic movement. I mean, I've always been in tune with it, but something about recently it's starting to get like more palpable, like a lot more like sensory, like I'm able to pick up on it more strongly in a sensory, like physical sensory way almost. It's cool. Okay, I'm going to do my stuff. I'll probably make a little montage for you guys. So usually after I get ready, I make cacao and drink it. But today it's pretty obvious that I just need food right away. I think that is my bottleneck. I mean, I know I talked about it yesterday too, but my bottleneck of my daytime productivity is how quickly I eat. The challenge that I have with it is I never prioritize eating. I always prioritize posting the video or doing the edit or whatever over prepping or planning meal. Then it's like I'm functioning at way less capacity, or it's like my brain's not working as good as it could. I think next week when I plan my week, I'm gonna have to like really prioritize eating. It's like as soon as I'm done getting ready, then I eat, then I do cacao, and then I like flow into the creative work, because something is still not lining up well, and I feel like I'm constantly finding ways to optimize my daily routine so that I can do what I want to be doing in the most feel-good way possible. Okay guys, here's the outfit that I was talking about yesterday. Wait, look, he like color coordinated it. His pants match his hair. The turtleneck looks so cute. Anyway, we're just heating up the leftovers from last night. Right, Luna?
Yes.
What day is it?
Thursday.
It's daytime now, today that we're doing this.
Day.
We ate, and then Garrett was like, oh, when do you want to go on the walk? And I was like, I don't know.
It was looking nice. So.
I don't know. And then I was just like, okay, well, my brain still feels foggy from being tired. So I was like, I really can't do what I wanted to do, so might as well just walk now. Right?
Yeah.
So what is that? That's like 4 days in a row. Today's Thursday, I think?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yay.
I don't have my watch. It doesn't count.
Oh, I do.
What am I doing?
It's just for the intro montage.
Oh.
Okay, look how cute her little jacket is. Luna, come here. So cute. And the brand of it, it's called Canada Pooch. Isn't that so cute? Guys, I'm wearing a sweater because it's getting cold. I'm just making my cacao. But I wanted to talk about something. First of all, I notice every week, now that I've been doing my stuff consistently, I notice every week that there's always one day at least of like a weekday where I will feel tired because I defaulted to do intentional focused work and have a schedule and stuff on weekdays and then have a break from that and go free flow on the weekends. But that was the plan. But what I'm noticing is happening is that my creativity and like my desire to do things and like it doesn't really fit that well with a 5-day on, 2-day off pace. It's a lot more flowy than that. It's a lot less linear than that. So what I've from my memory, what I remember is that I end up pushing through those days. Like today I'm feeling tired, right? Because I feel sleepy and I kind of have brain fog from talking a lot yesterday. Why wouldn't I design it in a way that fits me and my life and my body and my energy levels? Anyway, I'm thinking of just like taking it easy today, just focusing on food and nourishment, just like kind of relax for the rest of the day. It feels scary to do that because it's like, oh no, but I have to like work on a video that I wanted to post tomorrow. But like honestly, what if I just chill out today and then when tomorrow comes, I might even just have like that much extra energy to just work on it all at once in the morning. Or even if not, like I could post it later tomorrow, or I can post it on Saturday. Like I don't know, there's just I just feel like I get so rigid with plans. Like I feel like structure is so necessary for me, but I also have to be so mindful about taking in like actual data, like how I actually perform under certain structures that I've laid out for myself, or certain calendars and schedules that I've laid out for myself, and how that actually translates to real life, and then tweaking that. So yeah, and then I have one more thing to talk about. Just wanted to go outside. Oh look, it's me. Because it's cold, but it's nice. So the other thing that I was thinking about doing was I'm starting to notice that spending time creating shorts, like specifically creating a TikTok, which following those specific like formats, and I've been doing it now for like over a month consistently, and I feel like I've gotten the hang of it, but I'm starting to feel like it's draining me. Like yesterday I had this real motivation to start posting more like free flow talking videos and kind of like advice and motivation videos on my channel, and my ideal version of myself wants to do that like daily, like have a daily post. What's holding me back is like, I'm like, I don't think I have the space to do so. I realized like, oh, you know what, like a lot of my time right now and mental energy and stuff is being taken up by coming up with ideas for short videos, filming all those like individual clips, and then filming the voiceover and then editing. What if I let that all go? I let go of this idea of what I think I should be doing to be growing on those platforms, and instead I just let myself be guided from within, like through my genuine desires. Like if I'm genuinely desiring to post daily talking videos and my weekly vlogs, would it really be that bad to just do that and then pull clips and see where that goes? Like that's so much easier. The only way to be sustainable with something like this, where you're constantly putting out videos and editing, and it's like this, it can almost always feel like a hamster wheel. Just realizing like you can actually step off the hamster wheel and take a break at any point that you want, and that's the only actually the way that it can be sustainable long term. Okay, so we actually just decided to go out for dinner. That's actually really nice because then it's like a fully chill day. It'll just give me a lot more energy. Garrett's ready, so we're gonna go.
Did you know who that was?
No. I think I was just smiling at her. No, it's too fun. Thanks. She's great. I really like that. So cute. It's really good. it tastes good. Let's take a bite at the same time. Ready? 2, 1. Hi guys, welcome to Friday. My main mission is to do my weekly cleaning reset. Vacuuming, dusting things, cleaning the bathrooms, and then we're gonna make dinner. I do want to edit the vlog and get like the bulk of it finished so that I can upload this at the beginning of next week. But yeah, we're going to Toronto again. We've now gone to Toronto like pretty much every weekend for almost a month, which I'm liking, but it is kind of tiring. We're also going next weekend again.
What the heck?
I know. We didn't even think about it. It just happened. So we're going back to Toronto tomorrow because we're gonna have dinner with my family. And my sisters are all coming. Like 2 of my younger sisters now are at university, and so I haven't seen one of them since the summer. So we're all getting together and having a dinner at my parents' house. So we're going for that. So I also just want to like pack today and get everything ready. We also are scheduling a meeting with the bank tomorrow. We're at that stage of life where it's like, oh, like we're actually like going to the bank to ask about like the mortgage process and things like that for buying something, which is cool. Anyway, I ate Subway today because honestly, I really messed up this week with my food. I talked about this a few days ago. I really messed up because even though I planned my meals, I never ended up doing like a full proper grocery shop. I just didn't prioritize it in the way that I should have. That's it for right now. I'm just gonna do the cleaning thing and like do like a bunch of other stuff, but I'll probably just put it all into a montage because I don't really think I have that much to say today, but we'll see. Guys, good morning. Check out my makeup today. I mean, it's the same makeup every day. It's just so glowy, I love it. So you've actually reached the end of the vlog. I just wanted to pop in here to say bye-bye. Ew, why did I say it like that? Bye-bye, yuck, okay. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, thank you for being here. I'll see you next week. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, my Substack. The links are in the description below. Subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. Like this video. I'm like doing that YouTuber thing. I feel feel like I'm finally at the point where I feel proud enough of the videos that I make that I'm like good and feel confident about just being like, hey, subscribe to my channel. I feel like when I was younger, I didn't know how good my stuff was. Like for me, on my own behalf, like I would love my things. I would love when I was editing it and I would be like, this is amazing. I love this. I'm so proud of myself. And then when I put it out into the world and I didn't get the engagement or the numbers that I wanted, I let that really influence how I saw my own work. And the spell has broken now and it doesn't happen anymore. And I'm just like, I stay consistently proud of myself, and then I like naturally want to share that work with other people more, and I'm like more open about it. I'm like, yeah, this is what I do. Like, I feel like even before I would have a hard time talking about the fact that I made YouTube videos, and now I'm noticing in my day-to-day like in-person life when someone asks me, it's so easy for me to talk about now because I feel confident, and the confidence comes from making things that I'm proud about, making things that impress myself. I like to say it's like creating from the inside out rather than from the outside in. So inside out, like you're creating from within, you're creating things that fill you up, versus creating from the outside in, which is when you're looking out and you're being like, what would people want from me? What would people like? And then sourcing motivation and energy from there and then creating. And obviously in that second way of doing it, it's gonna be a lot harder to feel proud of yourself unless you fulfill the original goal, which is to like please everyone else. Okay, that's what I will leave you with. Thank you for watching, thank you for being here as always, and yeah, see you soon. Bye.